Om Durgaye Namaha. To celebrate Vasant Navaratra, students explored Navadurga, the 9 forms of Durga, as qualities within that can be awakened in daily life. The practice of affirmations was used to manifest these qualities moment to moment. Moreover, the students also engaged in cooking activities to offer food to the goddess as a token of gratitude for all that she gives us, for the very life that she gives us, that exists within us as consciousness. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vidyārūpena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhirupena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Smriti Rupena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha. Suprabhatam. Which festival are we celebrating? Chaitanya Navaratra, also known as Vasant Navaratra. Why is it called Vasant? What is Vasant? Okay, Pavitra? Ritu, correct. Which Ritu is it, Harish? Spring season, correct. Spring season, right? So spring is when vegetation flourishes. You see flowers and fruits all around. So that is the springing of flowers, springing of life. And who is life? What is life? Nature, correct. That she is the goddess. We worship nature as goddess, living goddess, Prakriti, Devi, Shakti, also known as Durga, Durga Mata. You've heard that name? Yeah, and there are many forms of Durga. Can anybody tell me how many forms? Okay, take the mic. Yuktesh?
9.
9 forms, correct. 9 forms of Durga. Who is interested in knowing the 9 forms? Okay, it's very interesting. Very interesting. Each form of Durga has a name, meaning of that name, nature, meaning her introduction, who she is, symbols. There are certain symbols or sacred items associated with her that she carries with her or that are around her. Then there is her mount. Mount is her vehicle, what she rides on. And then finally, we're going to do something interesting called affirmation. Something never done, probably, especially for kids. Okay, affirmation is something you tell yourself again and again till it becomes real for you, till it becomes your reality. For example, I'll give an ordinary example, okay? Like in your life, if you tell yourself in your mind, right? One is what we talk to other people. How do we talk to other people? Through?
Mouth.
To the, yeah, what in the mouth?
Tongue.
Tongue. Okay, and what is the medium of communication? Language, correct? Which languages do we speak? Hindi, English, Gujarati. Okay, these are some of the languages we speak. And through that we communicate our thoughts to other people. But before we speak, where else do we speak? Before our thoughts become words, where is the talk going on before that? Very good, in our mind. It's going on in the mind. That is self-talk. Okay? For example, if I tell you that in your mind, you tell yourself, I'm sad, I'm unhappy, I'm miserable, I'm suffering. Do you think your life will be a happy life or a content life? Will it be? How many say it will be? Not a single person, right? Everybody agrees that if you tell yourself that I'm unhappy, your life will be, how will it be? Unhappy. If you tell yourself I'm suffering, your life will be full of unhappiness and suffering. Okay? So we have to change the self-talk, the conversation we have with ourselves in the mind. And one way to do that is through affirmations. Affirmations is something you say sometimes verbally, but also more importantly mentally, again and again, till it becomes real for you. Okay? If you continue to remember your past and become unhappy, your life becomes like that. But if you continue to imagine something beautiful about yourself, if you aspire, meaning if you look up to an ideal of yourself and keep repeating that, I am that, I am beautiful, I am loving, then you actually become like that. Isn't that amazing? That's the power of the, can somebody tell me, where does that power come from? Take the mic, Pavitra.
Durga.
Power of yoga, sure.
Durga.
Huh?
Durga.
Power of Durga, correct. In the form of what? Power of Durga in the form of?
Light.
She is light, correct. But what is that power? How is that power manifesting? Whose power is that?
Shakti.
Correct. Those are all correct answers. But in the form, we say Shakti has so many forms. There's a form inside this body, in the form of which is this power in action. When you tell yourself, I am unhappy, your life becomes unhappy. But when you tell yourself, I am happy, I am happiness itself, I am peaceful, I am peace itself, then your life becomes full of happiness and peace. How? That is the power of what?
Bhakti.
Close. Somebody else try. Power of something inside the body which is doing this self-talk. Sandhya tried.
Mind.
Correct. That's the power of the mind. Okay? Mind is, all those answers are correct. Mind is the goddess, mind is Durga, mind is light, mind is Shakti. All those answers are correct. But when Shakti takes the form of the mind, it is still just as powerful, and therefore it creates our reality. That's why we lay so much emphasis on having good thoughts, noble thoughts, thinking well of yourself and of other people. If you continue to think ill about other people, how will your life be? Your life will also become like that. Understand? If your mind is full of anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, will you be at peace? No, that is the power of the mind. Okay, and you can change your world in just an instant, simply by changing your mind, simply by changing your thoughts. Mind is nothing but a stream of thoughts, one thought after another. And if you change your thoughts, eventually you change your conversations, then you change your whole life. All your old habits die away and new habits are formed. New habits, new ways of thinking, new ways of behaving. Does that make sense? Make sense? Okay, so let's try that today in the light of Navadurga. Okay? This is the shloka for Navadurga. Who knows the shloka? Okay, so those who know, I'm going to turn the tanpura on. Those who know can chant along. You can also look at the screen and chant. If you know it by heart, pray to Goddess Durga. And those who don't know, fold your hands, gently close your eyes and pray to Goddess Durga to give us this blessing of changing our mindset. Okay, changing our way of looking at life. Prathamam Śailaputrī ca Dvitiyam Brahmacāriṇī Tritiyam Candraghaṇṭēti Kūṣmāṇḍēti Chaturthakam Panchamam Skandamātēti Shashtam Kātyāyanī ca Saptamam Kālarātrischa Mahāgaurī chashtamam Navamam Siddhidātrī ca Navadurga prakrititāha Uktanyetani namani Brahmanaiva Mahatmana. It's a beautiful shloka that describes the Navadurga. So now let's go through the 9 forms one by one. These are the 9 forms of Durga. Okay, who has seen this kind of a drawing before? Some of you have. Okay, good. So these are 9 forms, and the artist has also written the names, but we'll go more into detail. This is another artist depiction where you don't see the names written and you don't see so many details, but the artist has tried to capture the essence of each of the forms. And I'm going to start putting diacritical marks now. You see Navadurga. Okay, so there's a line over A, Durga, and the artist here is showing the essence of each of the 9 forms. So let's start with the first one, Śailaputrī, and here you see beautiful symbolic depictions of each goddess. Okay, so we'll start with Śailaputrī. So here I will write the Devanagari, and there you can see the transliteration and more details about it. Okay, somebody tell me, what do you see on the screen? What do you observe when you see her? Yupesh?
Trishul.
Yes, very good. There's a trident. Okay, Ayav.
Gai Mata. Gai Mata.
Actually, Nandi, bull. Okay, male. Falak. Same thing. Okay. Anything else? Okay, pass it on. Yoshi.
Mountain.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Okay, who else? Veda?
Behind her, Chakra.
Yes, that's a halo. Okay, that is like light behind her. One more, something else that's in her hand. Can somebody see? Niyati?
Lotus.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so now you see here the artist has tried to depict the same thing in a symbolic form. So as soon as you see Trishul, trident, and Kamal, lotus, you know we're talking about Śailaputrī. Śailaputrī means daughter of the mountain. Which mountain? Everyone say. Close. Mountain range. Himalayas. Okay, she's a daughter of Parvatraj, Himalaya. So she's called Śailaputrī. Putri means daughter. Another, so daughter of the mountain, her nature, meaning her description, her introduction, how would we know who she is? She's also known as Parvati. Parvat means mountain. Daughter of Parvat is Parvati. So under nature, you can put Parvati. Parvati. Okay, you see with the diacritical marks. So start learning that. how to write the Sanskrit names with the diacritical marks. What does she hold in her hand? Symbols. Everybody say it. Correct. Excellent. And she rides a bull. Okay, that's a bull. Bull. What's the name of the bull? Very good. Excellent. Nandi. Mount means a vehicle. She's riding a Nandi. Got it? And what do we offer her? So to every goddess, like for example, if I ask her, does everybody like the same food? No, everybody has a different taste. Everybody has a different liking. So for every form of, and also, do you like the same thing every day? So even though Durga is one, her forms are many, she changes every day. On the first night of Navratri, Navratri means how many nights? 9 nights. We have 9 forms. So on the first night, we offer to which goddess? Śailaputrī. And we offer Ghritam. Ghritam, what is Ghritam? Everyone say it?
Ghee.
Yep, that's it, ghee. So Ghritam, okay? Ghritam is the English, is the Sanskrit word for ghee. Ghrita, dot under the R. Okay? And let's try one affirmation. So for every Devi, we will try one affirmation, okay? So let's try. So affirmation is something we will tell ourselves. We'll try it for 1 minute. Is that okay? Can we do that much? For 1 minute, okay? So what you'll have to do is, it helps to close your eyes and it helps a lot to sit up straight, especially in this affirmation. So affirmation, we're going to start with I am for everything. I am ... For each Devi, we will add an adjective. Adjective is something that is going to describe who you are. Okay? Now you might or might not be that right now. But if you keep telling yourself that, you will eventually become that. What does a mountain stand for? Can you move a mountain? Can anyone move a mountain? No. Except, of course, some gods, right? But otherwise, can anyone move a mountain? Can we move a mountain? No. Mountain is still. Mountain is immovable. So, the affirmation would be, I am still. Still like what? Still like a mountain. Okay? So, gently close your eyes, sit up straight. And for 1 minute, I will ring the bell when we are done. Take a deep breath in and tell yourself, I am still. Imagine a mountain in your head, in your mind. Imagine a huge mountain that cannot be moved by anyone, that is still immovable, grounded, stable, anchored. I am still. Imagine you are that mountain and tell yourself, I am still like a mountain, so that your whole body becomes absolutely still, unmoving, immovable. That is called an affirmation. So imagine if you keep doing this again and again, how will your body become? Still. Got it? This is a practice. We just did it for 1 minute, approximately. And how do you feel? Do you feel restless when you're doing this? No. Eventually you get into a habit. It's how you create new habits. Got it? Number 2. What's her name? Brahmacāriṇī. Okay? So now tell me, what do you see in this diagram or painting? Okay. Let's Kripali. Give the mic to Kripali.
Kamandal.
Excellent. Kamandal or Kamandalu? Harish?
Mala.
Very good. Mala. Yes. What else do you see? What clothes is she wearing? Pavitra? Viva, go ahead.
Rudraksh.
That's Rudraksh is a mala. Very good. What color clothes is she wearing?
White.
White. So that's basically what we need to know for Brahmacāriṇī. And now let's see how the symbolic representation is. What is this? Mala. Okay? And the fact that we're not showing any colored clothes or anything, means she's wearing white. Brahmacāriṇī is the name of this form of Durga, she who does penance. Penance is tapasya. So in the meaning, you can write she who does penance. She is the goddess of penance. Penance means tap. What is tap? Is tap easy or difficult? Difficult. What does tap mean? To tolerate something. Okay, to increase your tolerance. Meaning, let's say it's hot here. Right now it's not, but let's say it's hot here. Okay? One approach to life would be to complain and say, oh, it's too hot. It's too hot. And when it's cold, you say it's too cold. When it's raining, you say it's raining. Okay? When it's windy, you say, oh, it's windy. All my stuff blew away. Okay? So that's one approach. The other approach is to tolerate it. Let's say it's hot, you turn the fan on, but maybe somebody doesn't want the fan on. Maybe somebody's not well, or there is no fan. In that case, what do? You just tolerate it. Very good. You tolerate it. You don't complain, you don't make a face, you don't get sad and unhappy or miserable about it. You just tolerate. Okay? So that's Brahmacāriṇī. First is we keep the body still. Second is no matter what is happening around us, we tolerate. So she who does penance. How do we describe her? What's her nature? Goddess of penance. Okay? In nature, we can say goddess of penance. What does she wear? She wears white clothes. And so her sacred items would be white clothes, Rudraksh mala, you correctly said it's Rudraksh, and Kamandalu. Okay? What do we hold in a Kamandalu? Water. So she has a water bottle. Okay? And she has, mala means she is doing penance, and she is basically representing the student phase of life or the student phase of your practice. As a student, you need to tolerate opposites, okay? Too much heat, too much cold, tolerate it. Somebody praises you, somebody blames you, tolerate it. Understand? Sometimes you are successful, sometimes you fail, tolerate it. So in all cases, you tolerate opposites. And what do we offer her? Mishri. You know what mishri is? That rock candy, like sugar, but good form of sugar. Yeah? So we offer mishri to Brahmacāriṇī. Okay, let's try the affirmation for Brahmacāriṇī. So we have to continue with the previous affirmation. The previous affirmation, what did we learn? To keep our body still. Now we are going to try Brahmacāriṇī's affirmation, which is going to be to focus the mind. Okay, the body is still now, not moving, not restless, not fidgety. Now the mind. Okay, how is the mind going to be focused like Brahmacāriṇī's? Brahmacāriṇī has a mala, that means she's focusing. So let's try that. So again, keep your body still and tell yourself, by closing your eyes, tell yourself in the mind, I am focused. If you keep telling yourself, I am focused, eventually you will become focused in life. I am focused. No matter what happens around me, I tolerate everything and I stay focused. I am focused. Got it? That's an affirmation. If you keep telling yourself this, what will happen eventually to your mind? How will it become? Focused. That's the magic. It's a magic formula to train the mind. Okay? Number 3. Pratham Śailaputrī cha, Dvitiyam Brahmacāriṇī, Tritiyam? So Candraghaṇṭā. Chandra, what does Chandra mean? Moon. Chandra means moon. What does Ghanta mean? Bell. Okay. So now let's look at her form. In this, the artist is showing her with weapons, and let's see. So here we have her weapons drawn, okay, symbolically. What is this? Moon. Some say crescent moon, this is crescent, some say half shaped. Whatever it is, there is a moon which is of the shape of the bell. Candraghaṇṭā is she who wears a bell shaped half moon on her forehead. Moon of the shape of a bell. Okay? So we can say she who wears a bell shaped half moon on her forehead. Nature, she is a fierce 10-armed goddess. You see her 10 arms here? 5 on one side and 5 on the other. Fierce 10-armed goddess. And what are her sacred symbols? Sacred symbols? Yeah, all these weapons. Okay? And most importantly, the moon. The bell-shaped half moon that's on her forehead. And she destroys enemies. Guess how? By the sound of a bell. Just by ringing. Okay, everyone, gently close your eyes and listen to this. How does this feel? Doesn't it bring peace? So what does she destroy? She destroys all those negative thoughts, the negative self-talk in your mind, simply by ringing a bell. That bell can be heard inside your heart. Remember those chakkars we talked about? So in one of those chakkars, you can actually hear the bell. Okay? Her mount, she rides a lion. Can you see that? She rides a lion. And what do we offer her? We offer her kheer. Who likes kheer? So that's what. So this will be on which day of Navratri? Third day. Okay? So let's try the affirmation for her. How did you feel when you heard the bell? Calm?
Peace.
Yeah. So that peace, the affirmation is going to be, I am calm. When you keep on saying that, now that your body is still, your mind is focused, now you turn your mind inward and you become calm. Can we try that? For 1 minute? For 1 minute. So we have to follow up. It's cumulative, okay? So you have to continue with the previous 2 affirmations. Body still, mind focused. And now we're going to move on to the 3rd affirmation. Tell yourself, I am calm. I'm going to ring the bell to bring about that calmness as Candraghaṇṭā does. Candraghaṇṭā is not outside, she's inside us. You keep telling yourself, I am calm, I am calm. How will your mind eventually become? Calm. Okay? So that's the magic trick. Number 4. Who is she? Kūṣmāṇḍā. Okay? This interesting one. Okay? Kūṣmāṇḍā is the 4th one. Goddess of the cosmic egg. Ku means little. Have you seen an egg? Yeah? Okay. So, one is the eggs that you might have seen. The other is the cosmic egg. What is inside the egg? Yeah, so life, right? So, all of life is inside the cosmic egg. Okay, there's a cosmic egg, Brahmacāriṇī, inside which all of us live. So, Ku means little, Kūṣmāṇḍā. Ushma means warm, warmth, okay, heat. And Anda means egg. Okay, now let's look at this. So what happens? This is Kūṣmāṇḍā. Okay, I have to write the Devanagari, right? Kūṣmāṇḍā. Okay? Kūṣmāṇḍā. Ku means little. Ūshma means warm, and Anda means egg. So she is the provider of light. She provides light. How? In the beginning of creation, there was darkness. There was nothing. There was nothing. When there is nothing, what is there? Darkness. Who brought light into this world? Kūṣmāṇḍā. That form of the goddess. Shakti, goddess or Durga, brought light into the world. That form by which or through which she brought light into the world is known as Kūṣmāṇḍā. Okay, she is a provider of light. She illumines our life. And what does she hold? If you look at this diagram carefully, she has lots of weapons, and you see there are 2 jars, 2 pots. Do you see that? In that painting also, can you see the pots?
Yes.
In one pot, there is blood, Rakhta. Okay? Because what does Rakhta mean? It means death. Okay? When somebody is bleeding, it means injury. It means that they need to be taken to the hospital. So it means sickness, death, injury, all of that. And in the other pot, there's Amrit. What does Amrit mean?
Nectar.
Nectar. So on the one hand, she gives death. On the other hand, she gives life. Right? Yes, Vivek.
जो अभी हम लोग को अमृत चाहिए तो हम लोग को कहाँ जाना है?
Inside. So Viva's question is that if we want Amrit, where should we go? Where should we go? Inside ourselves. Okay, that's where Amrit is. So, and what is she riding? She's riding a tiger. Who was Candraghaṇṭā riding? A lion. And Kūṣmāṇḍā is riding a tiger. And you know what she's offered? Malpua. Who likes it? Who likes Malpua? So this is on the 4th day we offer Malpua to Kūṣmāṇḍā. Because she creates universe. She creates the entire creation. The affirmation here is going to be, I am creative. Creative means you create something new, original. You don't copy. People who copy are not original thinkers. Okay? People who are artists are creative. So now that our body is still, our mind is focused, calm, now we are in the space, inner space through which creativity can happen. So what's the affirmation going to be? I am creative. Okay, I am creative. So again, still body, focused mind, calm mind. 4th affirmation. Tell yourself, I am creative. I am creative. Keep telling yourself, I am creative without any other thought. And see what happens to your entire mind, your entire life. Try it for a minute and see the results for yourself. I don't copy anyone. I don't need to copy anyone. I am creative. I am original. I am not destructive. I don't destroy anything. I don't harm anyone. I am creative. I create new ideas, new products, new life. If you keep telling yourself, I am creative, eventually your creative potential will unfold. It will be awakened and you will become so creative that even you wouldn't have imagined. Where is that power going to come from? From Kūṣmāṇḍā, correct. Next, which number are we on now?
5.
Number 5, Skandamātā. Who is Skanda? Somebody tell me. Think. Who is Skanda? He's a figure. He's Ganesha's brother. Skanda.
Kartikeya.
Correct. Say it out loud.
Kartikeya.
Kartikeya. Kartikeya. Skanda is Kartikeya. She is the mother of Kartikeya. So she's also Parvati. So meaning is mother of Skanda. Skanda is the god of war. Okay. Kartikeya is the god of war. He is also the commander of chief of the Devas. You know when Devas fight, who is the commander? Kartikeya. Okay, Skanda. You know the vehicle he rides on, right? What is it?
Peacock.
Peacock. And he has a spear in his hands. This spear is always in his hand. So here, symbolically, to a symbol, we're trying to show Skandamātā as having lotus. Do you see the lotus? Two lotuses. Two lotuses and a very special spear. This is a very special spear. Only, Rishi, you were asking this question, right? Only Kartikeya has this spear. Very special. Anytime you see this, you know it is Kartikeya, whose name is Skanda. And you see in this painting, Skandamātā is carrying Skanda in her hand. Do you see that? In her lap. She is the goddess of motherhood. Okay, her nature, she is a goddess of motherhood. She carries, her sacred symbol would be she carries her son Skanda in her lap. And which animal is she riding?
Lion.
Lion. Okay. You know what she's offered? Very good. Can you give the mic? What is she offered?
Banana.
Very good. Excellent. She's offered bananas. So this is, which day of the Navaratra are we on now? Fifth day. She's offered bananas. Okay. Mata, mother, symbolizes love. Don't you feel love from your mother? Who loves without conditions, without expectations? Who? Who loves like that? Mother, right? Mother doesn't have any expectations, no conditions. She loves you no matter what. So in this affirmation, now that we are into a creative space, what is going to be opened up? Your heart. And what do you feel in your heart? Love, not hatred for anyone, not animosity, hatred, ill will, spite, jealousy or anger for anyone, but love for oneself and for everyone else. So what is the affirmation here? I am loving. I am
Loving.
Can everyone say that? I am loving.
I am loving.
Everyone say it. I am loving.
I am loving.
If you keep saying that, how will you become?
Loving.
How come only some people want to be loving? What about the rest? You want to hate anyone?
No.
Can you all say that? I am loving.
I am loving.
And if you keep saying that, how will you become?
Love.
You will become loving. Okay? So let's try that. So again, we have to keep following the previous affirmations. First one is keep your body still. Second, mind focus. Third, mind calm. Fourth, creative. And now, loving. So still body. So in your mind, gently close your eyes and in your mind tell yourself, I am loving. No matter what you are right now, but tell yourself, I am loving. I am loving. Keep saying that inside yourself. I am loving. Feel that Skandamātā, the goddess of motherhood, the mother goddess in your heart. Imagine her love being released in your heart. Just as she is loving, I am loving. Eventually, if you keep doing this, you'll feel so much love in your heart and your whole body. Okay? You'll feel like you've just taken a bath. How do you feel when you take a bath? Pure, right? So you feel like that. Okay, which number are we on next?
6.
Number 6, Kātyāyanī. Say that.
Kātyāyanī.
She's the daughter of sage Kātyāyan. And you know, she's the one who killed Mahishasur. She is the goddess who killed Mahishasura. You remember the story of Mahishasura from before? So her nature, she is a warrior goddess. And let's see how the artist is depicted here. Kātyāyanī. What does she hold in her hand?
Talwar.
Talwar is sword, okay? She holds a khadga, sword. What else do you see in her hand, Viva?
Lotus.
Lotus, Kamal. Again, Kamal, lotus and sword. Okay, and she is also riding a lion, correct. She is also riding a lion. So here you see lotus and sword. What is lotus called in Sanskrit? Kamal. And sword? Khadga. Khadga. Okay? And she is offered madhu. What is madhu? Honey, correct. She is offered honey. So she kills Mahishasura, so she is brave. Sometimes we have fears in our mind, right? We are afraid, we have fear of failure. What kind of fears do we have? Do we have fears in life? Yeah? Let's think about the fears we have. Okay, tell me some fears. Fear of what?
Death.
Fear of death, very good. Okay, next. Come on, quickly. All the fears you have.
Ghost.
Fear of?
Ghost.
Ghost, yes, correct. Pavitra.
Wild animals.
Fear of wild animals. Sonali, what were you saying?
Failure.
Fear of failure, correct. Harish.
Fear of injury.
Fear of?
Injury.
Injury, yes, absolutely. What else, Veva?
Fear of darkness.
Fear of darkness, absolutely. What else, Sandhya?
Fear of death.
Fear of death, yes, she said that. What else, Rishi?
Fear of injection.
Yes, fear of injections and medicines, right? Okay. So all kinds of fears. Fears of height, fear of height, fear of fire, fear of water, depth, fear of all kinds of fears we have. But you know, Kātyāyanī, say that word again. Kātyāyanī. She gives us the strength. She is brave. She killed Mahishasura. Mahishasura was fierce and fearsome and ferocious, and she still fought with him. So she is brave. So if we worship her, we will become brave. You have to say, I am brave. Okay, say that again.
I am brave.
Even though I have fears, I will face it. I am brave. Okay, so let's try that. Again, follow up on the previous ones. What's the first one? Become still. Second, focus. Third,
Creative.
calm. Fourth, creative. Fifth, loving. And sixth, I am brave. Sit quietly, close your eyes and say, I am brave. I am brave. Despite the fears I have, I am brave. I will face my fears. And when you keep doing this, you keep telling yourself, I am brave. What happens to you? How do you become?
Brave.
You become brave. And guess what? Next one is... Yeah, she is Kālarātri. Okay? And she is fearless. Now, the first one we just had, I am brave, meaning there are fears, but I am going to face my fears and I am actually going to do the work, even though I am afraid. But here, she is fearless. She is fearless. How does she look? How does she look? Fearful, you think? Kālarātri. Kālarātri. What do you see? Who is she riding? Veda?
Donkey.
She's riding a donkey. Okay. And here you can see the artist is depicting what? What is she depicting? And this is like a kind of a broke. You see that bent sword? You see that? It's called a curved sword. What is it called? A curved sword. Okay. So, and she also has a vajra. In the other hand, there's a vajra. Okay, you see it's white. On the left hand, the first hand, she has a vajra. So here also we have shown a bent sword and skulls to show that she is fierce. Ratri means what? Night, right? Night. And Kal means time. So night time. She who is the night of time, meaning death. She is death. She is fierce, fearless. She is fierce and fearless. She rides a donkey. She has 3 eyes. You see that? 3 eyes. There's 1 eye in the middle of the forehead. And she is offered good. Sweets made of good. Good is what? Jaggery, correct. So here you have to imagine. You have to tell yourself, I am fearless. Can we try that? Sit up straight and let's try that. Everyone say it, I am fearless. So now no fears. No fear of failure, darkness, heights, fire, water, ghosts, sickness, injury, disease, death. No fears. Absolutely no fears. I am fearless. I am fearless. Keep saying that. Take a deep breath in and then say it in your mind, I am fearless. And when you overcome these fears, all your fears that you shared with us, when you overcome all those fears, you get to the, which day and which goddess is this? Which day? Number? 8th. Mahāgaurī. Maha means great. Gauri means white or pure, light. Okay. Now, Kālarātri was which color? But Ratri is what? Night is what color? Black, right? And Gauri is white. So Mahāgaurī. Not just white, but Mahāgaurī. Maha, great. Okay, Mahāgaurī. She is white, she is pure. Okay, she is extremely clean. She is extremely bright. Maha means great, very bright, very clean, very pure. She is a goddess of purity and cleanliness. Don't we want cleanliness around us and inside us? And what makes, see, outside we can see what makes our room or space dirty or unclean or untidy. It's the objects around. But what makes the mind unclean or untidy? The fears in us, right? Isn't it? What were you going to say? Fears, exactly. Absolutely. So when those fears are removed, when they stop arising in us, what remains? Cleanliness, inner cleanliness, purity, light, white, brightness, okay? Radiance of 1,000 suns. And what does she carry? What has the artist shown here? Damru. Yep, everybody got it. That's a Damru. And who is she riding? She is riding. So she is riding an ox. Okay. Nandi is a bull. Bull is wild. Ox is domesticated. You see ox in a field, right? When you plow the field, you see an ox. So Nandi was wild. Now the Nandi is domesticated, and you see an ox. She is riding an ox. And what is she offered? She is offered a coconut. Have you seen coconuts being offered in temple? So on the 8th day, to the 8th form of Durga, whose name is Mahāgaurī, you offer a coconut. Okay? So here, what is the affirmation going to be? I am pure. Who am I? How am I? I am pure. Okay, I am absolutely pure. I have no fears in me. And so therefore I am pure. So let's try that. Be still, be focused, be calm, be creative, be loving, be brave, be fearless, and now I am pure. Okay? So tell yourself inside, I am pure. I have no negativities in me, no fears, no negative emotions, no emotions at all. I am pure. I am light, pure as light of the sun. Keep telling yourself, I am pure, no matter what thoughts may arise. You keep doing that to yourself, how will you become eventually? You will eventually become pure. And then you get to the final one. What's her name?
Durga.
They're all Durga. Siddhi,
Datri.
Siddhidātrī. Okay? Siddhidātrī. Siddhi means supernatural powers. Powers. Special powers. Siddhi also means perfection. What is perfection? Perfection means no mistakes. Okay? Perfect. No mistakes. No questions, no doubts. Perfection. Okay? She is the giver of all supernatural powers, meaning like special abilities. Who wants special abilities? Okay? So these are not like Superman and Spider-Man and Batman. These are special abilities to do your work perfectly. Okay? Because if you have all those qualities, how will your work be? It will be
Perfect.
perfect. Say that again. It will be perfect. So I am perfect. Why are you hesitating saying that? You just have to say it. Even if you're not, even if you feel you're not, you have to keep on saying it till you become perfect. I am perfect. Say that. She carries, what does she carry? She carries a chakra, shankh, kamal and lotus and gada, mace. Correct, absolutely correct. She carries these 4 items and she's seated upon a lotus. Can you see that lotus?
Yes.
She's seated upon a lotus. She has a lotus and she's seated upon a lotus. And she's offered till. What is till? Which seed is that? Sesame seeds. Correct, absolutely correct. And here the affirmation is going to be, I am.
Perfect.
Only few people want to be perfect. What about the rest? Do you want to be imperfect?
No.
So what is this goddess telling us? You are perfect as you are. If you accept yourself, don't copy others, don't compare yourself to others, don't imitate others, don't follow others, right? Don't compete with others. You are perfect as you are. Can you say that to yourself? Is the question. Can you say that? Yes or no? Yes. How many say, yes, I will say that to myself?
Yes.
Keep on saying that to yourself. I am perfect. There are no flaws, okay? Some people are tall, some are short, right? Some people have a sickness, some people are healthy. Don't you see all kinds of people around you? Yes or no? Yes. You see so much variety around you, right? Wherever, don't you see that around you? You see so much variety around you. Some people are Hindus, some people are Christians, some people are Muslims, some people are Jews, some people are fair, some people have dark complexion, some people are thin, some people have more weight on, some people are tall, some people are short, right? What else? Some people are healthy, some people are not so healthy. Some people are talented, everybody's talented, but some people are talented in one task, other people are talented in another task. So, is it proper to compare, compete, copy, imitate? Is it proper to do all that? No. We have to accept ourselves as we are. Because every form is a form of the goddess, Durga, correct? Every form is a form of, these are just 9 sample forms. You understand sample? It's like a sample, okay? You go to a shop, you get a sample. These are just samples. Every form is a form of Durga. So, I am perfect, the last one. But for that, you have to have all those qualities before that. You have to have your body still, mind focused, mind calm, mind creative, heart loving, brave, fearless, pure. And then you get to that realization. Okay, it's a realization. It happens automatically that I am perfect. Can we try that? And lotus, you know lotus, you've seen those chakkars? And what is the final one here? Sahasrara, 1000-petal lotus. So she is representing that. She is the full blossoming, blooming, unfoldment of your true potential. You realize that you are perfect. Imagine what will happen to all your sadness, sorrow, misery, suffering, agitation, all forms of suffering. What will happen to them? What will happen? They'll just go away. They'll just vanish. They'll disappear if you realize I am perfect. If I am perfect, what about the other person? He or she is also perfect. So no need to judge, no need to criticize, no need to think ill of anyone, right? No need to comment on anyone. Do we have the right to comment on anyone? Do we have the right to criticize anyone? Do we have the right to make judgments about other people? He is like that, she is like that.
Don't blame.
Yeah. Do we have the right to blame anyone?
No.
No. Who are we? We don't have any right. We don't know anything. I am perfect and so is the other person. Everything is perfect as it is. Can we try that for a minute? Just for a minute, and then you can see. If you don't like it, you switch back to your old ways of thinking. But you might enjoy this. See what it brings to you. Gently close your eyes. Keep your body still, mind focused, mind calm. Get into a creative space in your heart. Get into a loving space in your heart. Be brave, be fearless, be pure. And then tell yourself, feel yourself as I am perfect. Everyone say that one time, I am perfect. Say it out loud once, I am perfect. Now say that same statement in your mind 10 times. In your mind, silently, within yourself, I am perfect. I am perfect. If you keep saying this to yourself, eventually all your actions will become perfect. Your thoughts will become orderly. You understand order? Everything will be in line. Everything will be perfect the way you do it. There will be no mistakes. Okay? Because in your heart, there is no malice, there is no ill will, there is no hatred, there is no jealousy, there is no anger, there is no greed, there is no negative emotion towards yourself or others. Because what have you practiced? What is that practice called? The practice of affirmations. Say that. Affirmations. So if somebody says, what did you learn? What will you say? You learned?
Affirmation.
Everyone say it.
Affirmation.
Affirmations are these positive statements that you make to yourself so that you actually become like that. Can we just, from 1 to 9, can we say all the affirmations? I'm going to put on the original form of the this Navadurga, okay? Let's go from top to bottom. I am still. Everyone say it. I am still.
I am still.
I am focused. I am calm. I am creative. I am loving. I am brave. I am fearless. I am pure. I am perfect. How do you feel now? Good. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to bring peace in your life. That is Siddhidātrī. The perfection here is peace. Okay? She gives peace. That's the perfection. So that's the real blessing of the goddess. Now we have another blessing, which is, this is blessing for the mind, peace of mind. What is blessing for the body? Prasad, food. Who wants to eat something? Who is hungry? And you eat only when you are
Hungry.
If you're not hungry, then you don't eat. If you eat when you're not hungry, what happens? So everybody's hungry. Let's go cook something and then eat. Sounds good? Okay.
Okay, Namo Namaha. Welcome to the cooking class. So we're going to discuss cooking. You know what we're celebrating now? Chaitra Navaratra, yeah, very good. So, there are many things that are offered to the Devi as Naivedyam. You know what is Naivedyam? What is it? Bhog, excellent, yeah. So, Naivedya is what we offer to any deity and then we consume it as prasad. So, traditionally there are so many things you would have studied today in the Navadurga, different forms of the Devi, what is offered for each form. Did you study today? Prathamam Śailaputrī cha. What is Śailaputrī offered? What is Brahmacāriṇī offered? So there are so many different forms. This is the diversity in nature. We are all different. Are we different or are we the same? We are different, right? And so we have different tastes. So the goddess is also, it's her playful form. You know, she takes on the form of a little baby. She takes on the form of Brahmacāriṇī. She takes on the form of Kali and so many different forms. So like that shows the diversity in nature. Do you understand what is diversity? Yes. What is diversity? Is it the same or is it different? Different, yeah. So the difference in nature, right? So you have different types of flowers, different types of human beings. So you have different types of food also. Some people like sweet, some people like salty, right? How many of you like sweet? Okay, how many of you like spicy? Yeah, so see, there's so much difference and some people like both. Right? Some people just like to eat all the time, right? So today we are going to make something that's offered as Naivedya to the Devi and then of course we eat it and it's called Pongal. Have you heard this word before? Who has heard this word before? Pongal. Yes? What is it? Yes? Pratit, what is? Festival. Yeah, very good. It's the name of a festival, but it's also the name of a dish. Pongal is a South Indian dish. You understand? You've seen the map of India. There's North India, there's South India. So each dish is particular to a particular place, right? They have different areas, places, they make different dishes. So Pongal is a dish that is made in the south and it has both varieties. You have the sweet variety and you have the savory, that is a salty variety. So the sweet Pongal is called Chakkar Pongal and the salty or the savory is called Ven Pongal. So can you say that? Chakkar Pongal and Ven Pongal. Okay, so we are going to make both. Since some of you said we like sweet and some of you said we like salty, so we'll make both. And the initial procedure for both of them is the same. So what are the ingredients? Very simple ingredients. So we use rice and we use yellow moong dal. Have you all seen rice and yellow moong dal? Yes. So we take yellow moong dal and we take rice. So the rice we have soaked before. You can see this is rice that has been soaked in water, okay, and the ratio that we will use is 2 parts of dal and 3 parts of rice, okay. So 2 parts of dal and 3 parts of rice. So we have taken 2 bowls of yellow moong dal and 3 bowls of rice. So what are the other ingredients that we will use in addition to rice and yellow moong dal? For the spicy one, we will use ginger, black pepper, curry leaves, asafoetida and cumin and of course salt. So one by one, can you tell me what is ginger in Hindi? What is? No. Adrak, yes. What's black pepper? Kali mirch, very good. What are curry leaves?
Curry patta.
Curry patta, correct. Asafoetida? Hing, yes. Yes, thank you. So here we have, and finally what's cumin? What's cumin?
Jeera.
Yes, jeera. And cardamom?
Elaichi.
Elaichi. So here we have yellow moong dal. You can see yellow moong dal. So first we will roast it. So when we roast it, it gives a nice aroma and it becomes easy to digest. You learned about digestion? So if it becomes easy to digest, we will not form very good. So we roast it. So this is called dry roasting. What are we doing? Dry roasting. So is this frying or is it roasting? Why is it not frying? Because roasting is what you do, is basically a dry procedure. Okay, so when you add oil, it will become frying. So we are dry roasting the moong dal. In the meanwhile, we have kept water here to boil, and we will add. Now you can see that the water has started boiling. Now we will add. So one of you can come here and help me roast this, Tripali? You can come from the back. You can roast. So the water has started boiling, and we will add the rice to the boiling water. So should you add rice before the water boils or after the water boils? After. Well, you can put it all together and then bring it to a boil. What's the difference? Even if you add the water first to cold water and then you can boil it later, is there any difference? What is the difference? Any guesses? So if you boil the water first, once it comes to a boiling point, you understand boiling point? So how many degrees is it? Boiling temperature? How many?
100.
Yes, very good. 100 degrees Celsius. So once it comes to 100 degrees Celsius and the water starts to boil, and if you add the rice after that, it's easy to cook, and it's easy to cook inside the body. So it becomes light and it is easy to digest. Correct? So you should boil the water first and then add the rice. And then on the other side, we are roasting the yellow moong dal, and it should not turn brown. It should just be slightly roasted. Does anyone else want to come and roast? Palak, you want to come? Come. You can go inside. So you go from the side, like that. You want to come? Come. You come after her. हमें एक बड़ा चम्मच चाहिए वो चावल हिलाने का, ना? Come. Leave it inside. After. Right. So as you see, we are cooking over fire, over wood fire. Is it better to cook over the wood fire, or is it better to use a microwave? What is better?
Fire.
Wood fire. Who says microwave is better? No one? Microwave is so quick, you can cook in 2 minutes. Why waste time over the fire? What? Yes, Veda.
Because microwave contains unwanted diseases.
Very good. So because the waves in the microwave are harmful for us, right? So that can cause disease. So it is good to cook over a natural medium like firewood. Anyone else wants to come and roast? Come. So here we are dry roasting. This is called dry roasting. And what is happening on the other side? What are we doing?
Boiling the
Yes. And once it comes to a boil, then we will lower the flame and then we will let it simmer. So you understand what is simmer? Once it comes to a boil, you lower the flame. You reduce the flame and then just it boils at a very less than boiling temperature. So it's not bubbling like that, but it's slowly cooking. Is that wet cooking, moist cooking, or dry cooking? Yeah, it's wet cooking in simmering, and in roasting it is dry heat. So cooking can be done both with dry heat and wet or moist heat. Anyone else? Chalo. अभी डाल दें डाल Thank you. Anyone else? So we have to make sure that this doesn't turn brown. It should still remain yellow. So we should roast it only slightly. Anyone else? Yeah, I think it's, see now it's just about to do it. Can you smell? Do it fast, it's burning now. Le aao, kapda lao. Did you see? It started turning brown. Did you see that? Okay, they can all, I think they should just come and quickly see. Can you smell it? Huh? Bas. So we should not make it more brown than this. Okay, can you see some of the grains have started turning brown? So, whoever seen, sit down. Sit down. Has everyone seen? Okay. And can you smell the dal? Yeah? Okay. So now we are adding the roasted moong to what are the two names of the pongal that we are going to prepare? What is the sweet one called? Huh? Chakkar Pongal. Say it. Chakkar Pongal. Does it sound South Indian when I say that? Does it sound like Tamil? Chakkar Pongal. Say it. Chakkar Pongal. Okay, and what is the salty one called? Ven Pongal. Ven Pongal. Okay, so now till this boils and it simmers, it has to cook on low heat. Should we cook it on high heat or low heat? Low heat. Why should we not cook it on? No, we'll ensure it doesn't burn. We'll put lots of water. So we'll ensure that it doesn't burn. Very good. It doesn't cook nicely. You've all done a baking class, right? And so did you cook, at what temperature did you bake? 170 degrees centigrade, right? Or Fahrenheit? Centigrade. So if you bake it at 350 degrees centigrade, what will happen? You can bake it in lesser time, but it won't cook nicely. So it won't cook till within. The upper layer will be cooked, but inside it will remain uncooked. In the same way, if you cook it in a rapid heat, it doesn't cook properly, and so it becomes difficult to digest. Okay, so we should cook it over a low heat, and that is called simmering. That once it reaches boiling point, you see that it's not bubbling out. We've reduced the flame and it's cooking slowly. So as it simmers, let us make preparation for the Chakkar Pongal. So what do we use to sweeten the Pongal? Jaggery. So who will help me chop the jaggery? So here, what all do we have? This is the Chakkar Pongal. So we have jaggery, and we have, what is English? It's on the board. Raisins. So dry grapes are called raisins. We have raisins, and what is this? We have cashew nuts, and there's one powder here. Would you like to smell it and tell me what it is? Can you smell and tell me what it is? Elaichi, yes, elaichi. It's cardamom. Okay. Oh, okay. So someone can help me. Would you like to help me? Okay. So this is jaggery. It's organic jaggery without any chemicals. So you can just break it. You start with the edge like this. Okay, little bit, and make sure you don't throw it out of the plate. So you'll have to hold it. And from the side, if you go inside, you won't be able to get it. Okay, now give everyone a chance. Let him also do a little bit. Do it from the sides. Okay, give Samriddhi a chance. So amongst all these spices, which spices create heat in the body? Which spices are hot, which will create heat in the body? Yes? Ginger is heating. Anything else? Black pepper is also heating. Asafoetida is also heating. So out of all these, there are three. You see ginger, black pepper and asafoetida. These are heating or warming spices. They create heat in the body. But curry leaves, cumin and cardamom are cooling. If you have acidity, what will you have amongst all of these? Yeah, you can have, if you're vomiting, then you have cardamom. You know, have you ever traveled in a bus and you feel sick, motion sickness? So if you chew on a cardamom, you will not feel that sick. And if you're having burning, then if you chew some cumin, jeera, then it will have a cooling effect on the belly. and also curry patta or curry leaves are also cooling. So in summer, which of these spices will you prefer in summer? Jeera and curry leaves, very good, and cardamom. So if you are making chai, then in winters you will add ginger, and in summers you will, what will you add to your chai? Cardamom, right? Will you also add some asafoetida to your chai? No, okay. So now you know you have elaichi wali chai and you have adrak wali chai. So you know which chai to have when. In winter, which chai will you have? Adrak wali, ginger tea. And in summers, elaichi, cardamom. Very good. So you see it's cooking and we have to wait for it to become soft. So we are adding ghee. What is ghee called in English? Clarified butter. So we are adding ghee to the pot, and what are we going to do? I'll fry the raisins. So we have to be very quick so you can all look. We have to add it and then quickly remove it, otherwise they get burnt. You can stand up in your places to see. Yeah, don't come close, just see from there. You can come behind me. So you see, you have to be quick. You see they're swelling up. And they started swelling up. You have a plate? Yeah. See, now if I leave it longer, they'll get burnt. So I have to take them out at this stage. Yeah, they look like roasted makhanas. Now we will roast, we'll fry the cashews. So these are cashews, we'll fry them. They'll take slightly longer, but we should ensure that they don't get burnt. I can actually उसमें निकाले थे. So you see that they're turning slightly brown. We don't want to burn them. So I think we can remove them now. We're using the same ghee to do the tadka or the tempering. So first we will put in cumin seeds. Bas. And after that we will add chopped ginger. और करो इसको चलो हिला लो बस. And now we will add some black pepper. और डालो. आप हिलाते रहो, जल रहा है. And what is this? Curry leaves. So curry leaves. So we add the curry leaves in the end because otherwise they'll get burned. So the ginger takes some time to roast. Now what are we adding? We're adding asafoetida, hing. And finally curry leaves. What is missing? Salt, yes. That's the most important ingredient. So, if you have the salty pongal, that is the Ven Pongal, it's a very light dish, right? So, when you're not well, you should not be eating very heavy food. So, this is a very tasty dish to be had. It's like khichdi, but it's a South Indian khichdi. And some people, they add cashews to this. So, when you are not well, should you be adding cashews to this? No. So, then you make it plain. And if you are well and you want to enjoy a special dish, and then you can add cashews to even the salty variety. Okay. So, today we are going to make the salty variety plain without cashews, and we will add the cashews and raisins to the Chakkar Pongal. Okay. Yeah, they can also add coconut. So, you can add coconut also to this. Sometimes you can also add coconut milk. But that's, yes, do you know what coconut milk is? Who knows coconut milk? Not coconut water, coconut milk. You want to learn how to make coconut milk? Yes. It's delicious. And so we learn how to make coconut milk next time. And then we can cook, and you can add it to payasam. You know what's payasam? That's also a sweet dish, and that's also a South Indian sweet dish. It's moong dal kheer. Have you had moong dal kheer? Yes? So moong dal kheer doesn't have milk in it. It has coconut milk in it. So we learn how to make coconut milk next time. So now we are going to add salt to this. So this rice is cooked now. It's ready. So we are going to add this rice to this to make Ven Pongal. So we will make half sweet and half salty. What is this? Which salt is it? Sea salt or rock salt? Rock salt. So we will add rock salt. So we will add the fried cashews and raisins to this, and then transfer the rice and dal. We will add some more ghee to the sweet. What are we making now? Chakkar Pongal. Cardamom, yes. So we are adding cardamom to this. Now what else is remaining? We added raisins and cashews and cardamom. What is remaining? Jaggery. So is ghee heating or cooling? Cooling. And is jaggery heating or cooling? So should you have jaggery in the winters or in the summers? Winters. So we'll add some extra ghee to this. Yes. Okay, now the food is ready. Chakkar Pongal is also ready and Ven Pongal is also ready. What are we going to do now? Bhog. So we've offered tulsi to both the Ven Pongal and Chakkar Pongal, and now we will offer it as bhog. So, Om Pranaya Swaha, Om Apanaya Swaha, Om Vyanaya Swaha, Om Udanaya Swaha, Om Samanaya Swaha, Om Purna Brahmane Namaha. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं हरिर्दाता हरिर्भोक्ता हरिर्न्नं प्रजापतिः हरिविप्रशरीरस्तु भुङ्क्ते भोजयते हरिः।
ॐ नमः पार्वतीपते हर 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 महादेव। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Thank you God for the food we eat. अन्नदाता सुखी भव।